Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day. I've been getting some stuff in the mail already for this channel, which really surprises me. Some pictures from Caleb. I usually don't show pictures of people unless they specifically say so, anything personal, whatever, but thank you. Some other things, and then this morning I got a package that I haven't looked at yet from Bill. Just looked at your note on the inside. Thank you. He's watched my other channel for years, which is great to see people coming over and enjoying both. I really, I expected a little bit of that because my other channel is all just stuff I like, so I mention a lot of Star Trek, and I feel like a lot of people that watch that are going to like Star Trek. But yeah, he did say that's a lot of Blu-ray slipcovers and stuff, so I wanted to come on here and just look through those because I really appreciate that kind of stuff, and it was a thank you for the kind of content that I create, and it's really cool because it's fun to feel not just the appreciation and that people actually are enjoying what I'm making. I'm not just talking to myself or into just a vortex. It's really just fun to have that interaction. And I do have the P.O. box and whatever on the description page for the page if you ever want to send anything like that. Not necessarily just stuff, because I always feel kind of, I don't know, weird, guilty, unworthy when people send stuff, but even though I appreciate it, if you understand what I mean about that. But even just if you want a personal story or an experience at a fan convention or a photo, and then you would want to share it into something, you don't have a channel of your own, that'd be cool. I put that up here as well. Anything like that. And then two things will be added to the Star Trek collection today as well I'll talk about. But let's get into this box. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet because I just got back from being out at thrift stores and at the post office. But this stuff's always really appreciated. And man, he took the extra effort. He even put bubble wrap and everything around each of these slipcovers, and I really do appreciate this because a lot of my Blu-rays are missing the slipcovers. A lot of times those I find them secondhand, or even sometimes when they do a second release of things, they're missing a slipcover, and this is really cool. So for the Best of Both Worlds slipcover, this is really cool with the Locutus. You can see Jean-Luc Picard underneath there. That is a cool addition. I like that. That's really neat. And this is from when they did a lot of the TNG episodes as the two-parters put together for TNG kind of movies of sorts. Another one from Unification. And I really do like the extra step that they put of making it more than just a slipcover, which is why I like these. A fold out. Alright, and then Chain of Command. And Redemption. Worf, and then Worf unfolds. That's really cool. I really am happy about this one. My Redemption does not have a slipcover, so I'm happy to add that. And then All Good Things with that fold out. And this is cool too. Mine also does not have a slipcover for that, I think that video went live recently, so as you can see I don't have that on mine either, and that was brand new, so sometimes they just don't come with them. And this we have, this is cool. I mean, look, it has the whole, for Star Trek, the animated series Blu-ray release has that. Oh, thank you, that's really cool. More than just a slipcover, it even has all the art, the big folder of artwork that comes with it. That's cool. You have to take a look at these. Yesteryear, that's, I think, one of the better episodes, if not the best one. These are great. I love the way that these look because they just have such the vibe and the colors of the time. Survivor. Some of these like this, the Infinite Vulcan one, a couple of these would make really cool posters. Some of them have sort of like this interesting pop art effect, but there's a few of these that I think would be standout posters. I think there's one for every episode. Time Trap, like this would be a cool poster. This would be awesome. I like this one. That would look nice, that big and blowing up on the wall. So, and this is another one that's really cool. I don't have this for that set. So there's a couple in here that I really appreciate this. This is awesome because there are a few in here that will complete a few of those things and make it look all pretty and add to those. This is another cool one. I like that shade of blue, the Klingons in the background. That is fantastic. That's really cool. And yes, this is great too. And this is another one that, the one that I bought was a brand new one. but it wasn't an initial release. It was one that was re-released, and sometimes they don't come with a slipcover, or sometimes it's like exclusive to Best Buy or something. So I have this collection. I don't think I put a video up on that yet. I say that because if you don't know, a couple people have asked in comments to get this ball rolling, and because I release videos every single day, I filmed over 100 videos before I launched this channel, so that I'm constantly ahead. Like, I've been filming stuff as I go along and staying ahead, but so sometimes I forget if it's actually, I know I filmed something, but it might have been like a month ago and not actually gone up, so that's why I say that. But I do have this collection and I really like it. I don't think that video's been up yet though. But I do not have this awesome slipcover for that release, and it's more than, it's a full case, because it's thick. Look at this thing. It's more than just a little slip case. This is cool, and it really works with the vault effect, the Roddenberry vault. It's a collection of episodes and some new behind the scenes features and things from some TOS stuff. But that's really cool because it feels like a heavy door. It has a little bit of layering to it. And then you open it up. That is really cool. I actually have not seen it with this. Every copy that I've seen and people I know that have it have the one I have without this. So whoever you got this, that's awesome. That's cool. Thank you very much. This is fantastic. Like, I know that sometimes, people think like, oh, it's slipcovers, it's just like cardboard's cool, but I appreciate this kind of stuff because for me, as a huge fan and collector of a certain thing, I like when it's more complete and when it has some of the big, this kind of fancy little thing. To me, this has fun artistic value to the set, so I'm really happy. And again, a couple of these, especially these TNG two-parters, I have them, but they did not have the slipcovers, so that's really cool. And the fact that they're a little more, so thank you very much. That's awesome. That's great. I'm really happy about that. That's really cool. And then moving on to a couple things that I thought I would just do here for the video, because this is a new release that just came out. The TNG movies are now out in the 4K sets to match the TOS movies that have been out. They are in a collection, and then individually, the individual set for First Contact, the Blu-ray and 4K, and also has the digital code. And this one did come with a slipcover. So I'll go ahead and open this up. So the inside looks like just sort of generic black, but it's a classy black with the 4K and the Blu-ray disc and the code and everything in there. Excited to grab this one because this is one of our favorite Star Trek movies. Definitely my favorite of the TNG movies, and I've always been a big fan of everything with the Borg. So this is going to be one that I look forward to getting into. And then another one of these fan collective sets. There's a couple we didn't have. They have a collection for the Borg, Q, time travel, Klingon, a Captain's collection. I think I mentioned all of them, and then this alternate realities one. And if you're not sure what these are, Amanda does not like these. This concept. I have fan collections or best of collection type stuff for a bunch of favorite shows: Xena, The Twilight Zone, any of those, and then Star Trek. And I love these because sometimes I'm in the mood for a certain type of episode. And this is a good example, and Q is another good example where, hey, come in the mood, I want to watch a handful of Q episodes in a row. But a lot of the episodes are one in this season, one in that season. There's a couple in Voyager, there's the one time on Deep Space Nine. And if you're just kind of in the mood, you can just pull it off the shelf and they're all just in a row. Or in the Klingon collection, all the ones that are in the Worf Return to Grace set are together on one disc. You can watch a bunch of those in the alternate realities. As you can see on the back here, it has all the different episodes from the different series, and look at the individual discs as they are set here. So our discs 1 and 2, and they have nice themed artwork. And the other nice thing too is that these are different sets and pressings of these episodes as they are a little collection. So this starts off, disc 1 is a collection of Mirror Universe episodes from the original series, Mirror Mirror, the one that started it all, from Deep Space Nine, Crossover, and Through the Looking Glass, and Shattered Mirror, and has a special feature, part 1, of talking about the Mirror Universe, which continues on another disc. And then disc 2 starts with Star Trek Enterprise, In a Mirror Darkly, parts 1 and 2, which I love that two-parter, and includes the second part of the Mirror Universe. And then it starts the Parallel Dimensions episodes. We have the original series, the Alternative Factor, from TNG Parallels and a special feature about the parallel dimension type episodes. Then we move on to discs 3 and 4. Let's see, Chakotay and Janeway on the cover. And it is Twisted Realities. So these are all different versions of alternate realities, as it says there. The original series, we have The Enemy Within and Turnabout Intruder from TNG. We have Frame of Mind from Voyager. We have Shattered and a new special feature about Twisted Realities. Disc 4 is about alternate lives. So we have from TNG, Yesterday's Enterprise and The Inner Light. From DS9 we have The Visitor. From Voyager we have Before and After and part 1 of a 2-part special feature, again on that, about alternate lives. And then on the cover here, one of my favorite episodes from Enterprise, probably my favorite from Season 3 overall. We have Disc 5, Alternate Lives continues with Voyager's Timeless and Course Oblivion. Then Enterprise, we have E Squared and Twilight, on the cover there, which I love, and the second part of that documentary. So these are really cool sets, and definitely ones that I love being able to have just the a combination from all the different series of something that has a similar theme. They're really cool sets, so I like those. And yes, and thank you, Bill, yet again. These are fantastic. This is awesome. I'm actually really, really excited. They are going to a good home, and I'm going to go ahead and put these on whatever ones I have that are missing these. So especially this one, I did not know this existed. This is just, I harp on this one because it's really cool. But thank you, and hope you guys will join me in the next episode tomorrow.